First off, man, it was just a great fight. Thank God, man. It's beautiful boxing, big stage. It felt good to be on that stage once again. Fundora's a tremendous champion. But whoever the fuck that referee was, don't hire him for fucking main event shit ever again, man. Real talk. Do you remember Eric Morales versus Marcos Maidana? Do you remember how many times people fought with broken orbital bones? Shit's not even broken, man. Never got dropped in the whole fight. I'm getting caught on the back end of punches. The referee told me in the locker room, show me something. Move your feet, duck your head. I won't stop the fight. I'm using my legs. I'm getting caught on the back end. I wasn't buckled. He just jumped in like a white rabbit, man. So the little hoppy referees, they're not made for main event boxing. The fight was getting fun. The people were standing on their feet. We were just getting into the grind, And he was getting really comfortable swinging wide. Swinging big, swinging wide. Because he's young, because he trains hard, he put that press. Because he's a volume puncher. He put that press, and the referee reacted to that, So, Fundora's preparation, his fight style, it all ended up planning out for him. But as an OG, man, 4 more minutes, it would have been a lot of fun, I promise you. 4 more minutes, and he could have made a mistake right in front of me, man. I was waiting for it. I knew it was going to be one of these kind of tough fights against a young champion, and I had that long-term vision, but the ref didn't let me get there, man. So it was unfortunate, but I'm grateful, I'm okay. I'm able to talk to you guys. I don't need to be in the hospital. Everything is what it is.
All right, I'll address Keith Thurman talking about the ref, and then Keith Thurman, I read a headline that said Keith gonna keep on fighting. So, to address the referee thing, the referee saved him, but I feel like maybe if you want to go to the upper room in there, maybe they should have them sign clauses. That's how I feel. Maybe they should have them sign clauses. You want to go to the upper room, the ref ain't gonna get no standing 8 count in this fight. But shout out to Keith, man. Everybody giving him credit for his toughness and his grit. Because Keith had a lot of toughness and grit. He had a lot of toughness and grit in that fight, man. And, he didn't go down. He could have quit. Keith could have did a lot of things in that fight. But Keith strapped his nuts on. He took the punishment. I think he was starting to figure out Fundora, but I just didn't think it was too little, too late. We got clipped. I don't have an issue with the stoppage. I don't have an issue with the stoppage. I feel like the stoppage was good money. Especially if he want to continue to go on throughout his career. That man saved you critical damage. Critical damage. But you wanted to show people who question your toughness, like me, question your resilience, your chin, your durability, that I'm durable, I'm tough. I'm willing to go out on my shield, and, Keith Thurman proved that. I think Errol proved that versus Terrence Crawford. I think Deontay was able to prove that after breathing through in the towel. We can say a lot of things about some of these PBC fighters. But those 3 guys, Errol, Wilder, and Thurman, they tough. They was willing to get in them. They was willing to, die in there. That's a cliche thing. I'm willing to die in the ring. The gladiator's cold, but in reality, most people ain't willing to get in the mix like that, bro. Ain't nobody willing to do it. I'll die for my mama, and the time come, they hide behind their mama. You feel what I'm saying? So, I admire Keith Thurman really proving his, the last thing he really proved was how tough and durable he was. I feel like he proved that before, taking the body shots and still surviving and not going down and finding a way to recover. He's definitely resilient, but I didn't know he was that tough. So to me, he earned some respect for me in that fight. Everybody just look at losses where you look at losses and it's like, oh man, he lost and it's just all bad. It ain't always all bad. You're gonna have off nights. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have them. Or is just the other guy is just better than you? It don't mean that you ain't Hall of Fame worthy. It doesn't mean that. You know? But you find out stuff. You find out things about yourself in adverse times. You know? But to the whole point of him continuing to fight again, I mean, shout out to him. You know, I don't really think you know what you fighting for. You know, I mean, maybe you need some more money. But at this point, I mean, you know, you threw your prime years down there, you know, all that, yeah, you could have got probably 100 times more than you got fighting Fundora if you would have gotten the mix, fought Bud, and fight Errol Spence. You was willing to jump back in the ring, and you was willing to do all this shit to get to fight Pacquiao. But when it came to fighting Earl, you know, it was another kind of a torch passing, kind of like miniature torch passing. That was supposed to be Earl's, you know, transition, or it could have been Keith's transition to, you know, at least stardom. You know, they could have fought 2 times. Who knows? I know one time don't want to fight a person 2 times, but who knows? But you robbed the fans of that, and you robbed Errol of that. So, no, that's just my opinion on it. But I guess I don't know what else he got to prove. That's my question. What else you got to prove? You know, maybe trying to really stamp himself to the Hall of Fame, because I don't think he quite there. But I don't know, man. I don't want to see Keith fight no more. When I wanted to see Keith fight, Keith didn't want to fight. You know, yeah, you fucking speeding, bro. You doing all that fucking, this nigga with New York Place doing all this speeding, don't know what the fuck you doing, bro. But, I mean, if that's what he want to do, I mean, shit. I don't want to see the motherfucker fight no more. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't want to see that shit. Better put some water on that damn shit. I don't want to see that no more. But that's just me. Maybe somebody want to see him get beat up by Virgil Ortiz or something. You know Virgil Ortiz. I'm fight Keith Thurman. I'm a fucking catfish, fucking scavenger. But I just don't see what else he got to prove. You know, I guess trying to, you know, stamp himself into all of it. And not this, you can't get mad at the Fundora loss. Motherfucker 6 foot. And I was talking to somebody, they was like, yeah, you can't really out-jab. Yeah, you can't control this lead hand. However you want to take it away. Yeah, you can. Even if you get that lead hand out the way, and you go for that, you hit his arm, you hit his elbow, you hit his wrist. It's just like you motherfucker ain't durable. Even if you control that lead hand and you punch him on the hip, everybody just think you need to score to hit the body and hit the head. Hell no. I seen Roy Jones jab a motherfucking shoulder out of commission. I seen him jab a nigga's shoulder out of commission. So if I was Keith, you know, I would have had to try to win to beat that lead hand. I would have been just jabbing that motherfucker, jabbing his wrist, punching at his fucking at his bicep. You know, hitting the other wrist, the other bicep, hitting the shoulder. Hitting that hip, breaking that movement down. You gotta remember that, man, but you gotta, you know, you probably gotta get in the trenches with dog. Internal. But, you know, it is what it is. But if Keith want to continue doing it, I mean, who am I to tell him to stop? But I mean, when we wanted to see you fight, I mean, what you want to do, bro? You know, pussy ass New York driving ass nigga. You scared to drive across? You scared to drive across this fucking semi truck, pussy? Yeah, doing all this shit, bro. Like pussy ass nigga. Now you want to come over here? Well, I be telling you, man. These niggas on these motherfuckers behind the wheel be some bitches, dog. I tell you. No, don't come over here. No, don't come over here trying to speed, bro. You wasn't thinking about going around that semi truck, bro. He wasn't dreaming about it, bro. He was not dreaming about going around that semi truck, bro. You was being a bitch. Scared than a motherfucker, man. They be killing me, dog. If you scared to drive next to a semi truck, bro, you swerving and all, man, nigga, slow your bitch ass down. They be killing me on the road. Fucking Brad can't drive neither, bro. They tricked you into Dale Earnhardt Sr., Jr., Jeff Gore. They tricked you niggas, man. These motherfuckers can't drive. I'm telling you that right now. Brad with a license, trash. Trash behind the wheel. Trash. They always want to be speeding somewhere. And then don't even be washing their hands when they use the fucking bathroom. That's when I go play to the job. I don't shake these motherfucking hands. Don't touch me. Motherfuckers don't be washing their hands. I see it at the gym all the time. Niggas will take a shit and not wash their hands. Nasty motherfucker. They live like fucking slobs, bro. I say this shit all the time too. When I see a woman and she use equipment and she don't wipe it down, I already know that. I know that pussy stink. No shit, I know her house stink. That's my biggest pet peeve at the gym. About if women use this machine and don't wipe it down, I already know, trash. House smell like cat piss and OnlyFans ass. Silicone dildos. But yeah, I don't care what Keith. I don't want to see Keith Thurman in the ring no more. See, Keith one of them motherfuckers that sound intelligent out the ring, but in the ring, that motherfucker fight dumb. I said in the Pacquiao fight, motherfucker ain't smart. He one of them dudes who got a plan but don't know how to use the plan that he wrote out. Corner, nobody talk about nothing. Corner wasn't saying shit neither. Oh, you just need to cut. This not working for it. Corner, that motherfucker. He might as well not even pay his trainer, bro. What the fuck you paying the trainer for? He wasn't saying nothing. Oh yeah, you make a hot dog, you gotta boil it in the water, and yeah, you boil it for like 5-6 minutes. I really like to boil mine to a split on the ends, and some motherfucker was giving them instructions how to make a hot dog and shit, man. But hit the link in the description. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify. Everything inside the link tree is the first link in the description. Say find me everywhere. Peace.